Hello everyone, Showpowboy again. You may have noticed that I increased the visual quality. It's still a bit garbage. I'm using OBS. I don't really know how to use this program. I've only been using it for a little bit. Even with my previous recorder, I'd have these issues where things are blurry. My monitor has a bit of a strange resolution that's not really standard because it is in fact a television and not a monitor. So let's go. Alright. Different weapons this week. I mean, this time I've recorded 4 videos today. Very low effort. Murata rifle. Hopefully this is a correct, accurate representation. I think it was like the first rifle to be produced in Japan that wasn't just like a matchlock or a musket. It's like something more advanced. It's bolt action. It only has one shot. And it was used during the Meiji era, so it does a bit more damage than your average gun in this game, but also can only fire once before having to be reloaded. But because it's one shot, it reloads faster than, say, the matchlock pistol that I have in this game, which I won't show you yet. I mean matchlock. Did I say matchlock? I meant to say flintlock. But I guess a better comparison would be the Chong Tong, because I already showed you that, and that one reloads pretty slowly. Next one is the Campilan, which is historically this was used at the Battle of Mactan to defeat Magellan's forces. The explorer Magellan was killed by Lapu-Lapu at the Battle of Mactan using this sword. His head was cut off with it. They were sort of planning to invade, as you know, and conquer that area. So, of course, Lapu-Lapu, the Datu, and his followers, his soldiers, defended the area and completely destroyed those forces. So, this is a two-handed sword. It does not have space for 2 hands on the handle, as you can see. I mean, you can see there's a second. I really am bad at drawing these, but there isn't space for a second hand, so what you're supposed to do is put your left hand on your right wrist. If you are left-handed, then you hold the sword with your left hand, and put your right hand on your left wrist, but this is not so common. Of course, in the first place, two-handed swords in Filipino martial arts and arnis are not common. This is the only one I know of that's two-handed. Yeah, it's a bit slower than Tak, for example, because it is two-handed and a bit heavier, but it's quite effective. It does a bit of damage. Maybe not as much as like the other weapons I have. It's faster than a katana, so for balancing reasons, I made it do a little less damage. More damage per second, maybe. I don't want to show you the Borklabs Epic Death Gun yet. Sumpak. Okay, this particular Sumpak looks a little more fanciful and ornate. It looks more professionally done. That's because this is a Richardson Gorilla Gun. Richardson Gorilla Guns were basically just a gun that some American guy who was helping defend the Philippines made. This guy named Richardson. He saw the Sumpak that the guerrilla forces were making, and so he decided to make his own sort of variation on that. How it works is you pull this, it's slam fire, so you push this thing back, the barrel goes into the this, I don't know what you call this, the pin, and the shotgun shell fires. Then to reload it, you take the barrel off and put in a new shotgun shell. It takes forever to reload, but Historia Sakurauchi, being a robot, can reload it quite easily. So, fire like that, does a lot of damage up close. Take out the shell, and she just flips a new one in with her thumb. Just flicks it. And from afar, that doesn't do much damage because it's a shotgun. I know shotguns do damage at long range. It's not realistic, I know, but it's just a game, like I said. Here is the Borklabs Epic Death Gun 2. Very long magazine, never runs out of ammo. It's a shotgun. but it's an automatic shotgun. And I can keep firing it and never run out of ammo. Watch this. Okay, this one is obviously fictitious, made by the Bork Republic, totalitarian country. Of course, now it is considered part of the Bork Republic is overthrown and established the new Bork Republic, right? The new Bork Republic is more democratic, but then that was replaced by the Bork Trade Federation, which instead of being a little bit more on the socialist side, they're more capitalist. But basically, either one is still more democratic than the original Bork Republic. So these are all fictitious countries that my friends and I came up with when we were playing Minecraft. The main enemies of this game, by the way, are the NBR, or the New Boxville Republic, sort of an Orwellian society that watches their citizens' every move. You know, they have to sort of, great leader Box, who just isn't. He's just the dictator, essentially. I can explain this more later, but for now, you'll see the enemies later, and those guys work for the Box, or Great Leader Box. You'll see later. But for now, we're just gonna show you some weapons. Okay, that's about it for this video. Goodbye.